You need me?
Yes.
Whoa! Whoa! We've all heard the fishing stories, too good to be true. A fish larger than makes sense for that region. I used to be a skeptic until I experienced one of these stories firsthand. Let's dive into it. The Malad River cuts through the basalt rock of southern Idaho, carving a rugged canyon just north of the town of Hagerman. It's a short river by Western standards, just over 12 miles long, beginning at the confluence of the Big Wood and Little Wood rivers and flowing quickly into the Snake. Despite its beauty and fast water, the Malad is not known as a trophy fishery. Historically, this stretch of river was heavily altered by human activity. Water is pulled from the Malad almost as soon as it leaves the headwaters, meaning that much of the volume never makes it downstream. Less water means less habitat, and less habitat means fewer fish. The Malad also has a history of warm water. In summer, irrigation return flows and shallow channels raise the temperature beyond what trout need to thrive. Cold, clean water is essential for big trout, and without it, fish metabolism is stressed, growth slows, and mortality rates climb. In fact, early settlers recognized this. There are a few historic accounts of abundant fisheries in the Malad. Instead, the river was prized for its power. The Malad power plant, built in 1911, was one of Idaho's earliest hydro projects, and to this day the river is largely managed for electricity and irrigation, not for wild fish production. That doesn't mean there's no fish here. You'll find small trout, whitefish, and rough fish species. But don't expect to find trophy trout here. The river just wasn't built for it. Just because it's unlikely doesn't mean it's not possible. I've seen it with my own two eyes. There are some big fish, and the one Kellen hooked may have been the biggest. You need me? Whoa! Whoa! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh! Dude, I just ran that whole way. That thing was giant.
So, sitting there, just minding my own business, throwing my nymph rig, and all of a sudden I see a massive trout swimming in front of me. For a second, I thought it was a steelhead. Might have been. And I couldn't believe it, and I quickly dunked my flies over the top of it, and it bodies up like it has interest, and then swims back down and hangs in the column again. And I couldn't tell because my indicator didn't go down. So I set, and immediately fish flies out of the water, takes me on two different runs. I screen the lane down the river. By the time I get my GoPro figured out and try to get down to the rocks, he jumps again. And by the time Lane comes in right behind me, he jumped and spit and crushed all my dreams and hopes. But we're gonna get another one. We're gonna find another one.
I guess we'll never really know what was on the end of Kellen's line. but it'll for sure keep me going out there. If you're haunted by waters, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.